welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube. Here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome life. I'm going to give you the tools to manifest anything. Good morning. I cut my coffee consumption down to, let's say, by 75%. Nothing wrong with coffee. That's half decaf. But you know what? We're starting to clear up everything right now, right? We're so caught up in the system that's been put in place for us that we don't know how to get out of it. We don't even realize we're in it, right down to college. When teaching started to be a valuable thing and then it turned into a business, and that if you didn't fit into that, well, you're not going to get a good job if you don't get a college degree. Well, we know that's not true. We're breaking through all of the barriers of what we've been told how things should be. And I want to talk to you today about something that you may be experiencing and not even realize it. People get sick, they struggle, they get lonely, and they start to lose their faith and hope in just living a fulfilled life, often because they're bored. And I'm going to tell you what that means. This is very important for you to think about. When we go into that structure that we were told to go into that we may not love. I don't know a lot of people that really loved college or love going into a classroom every day. School, we didn't look forward to school. It's not an exciting, an exciting activity for us. It's like, oh, I can't wait to go in and learn more. It's presented in such a way that it's almost unpleasant and it's brutal. We can't wait to get through with it so that we can go into what? A job. And so we go out into the matrix and we don't really think all that much about what that job's going to be because we just need to earn money. So many of us get caught into jobs and careers that we didn't really pick. I was one of them. I just sort of let life take me wherever. And if an opportunity looked good, I thought, oh, this is great. This is an opportunity. Now, yes, life will take you in those directions. And I always say yes, right? And I, of course, listen to my intuition. But you know what? There's always wonderful experiences from everything that you go into, so you can never make a mistake. But what happens along the way is we often get stuck and we're told to stay there because it's responsible. And most of the things we do in our lives, we don't love them. The long hours, the career you don't love, probably not even get paid your value. And even if you do make good money and you're successful in your career, well, that doesn't mean you're happy or fulfilled. That was the case for me. And so then especially it's much more difficult to get out of a position like that because people think you've lost your mind when you say, I don't want to do this at all. There's something completely different that I would like to do in my life. People get bored and boredom will kill you. We stay in the same old, same old. We'll even stay in relationships that are not good for us or the other person. How many times do we say it's for the kids? Well, I look at it this way. Do the kids really benefit from seeing a non-loving relationship or people that argue or a family that's not cohesive? We have these structures that we're told we must follow that don't work for us, and we're bored out of our brains. Life isn't exciting anymore. So what happens is we go to that vacation where people will cheat. They will go and have an affair, right? Because it's exciting, because it breaks out of the boredom that they're experiencing in their lives. And sometimes people will look and say, wait a minute, you have everything. But the same old is killing us. And boredom can take you down quicker than anything. What is boredom? You're not exploring your life. You're not going after the things you would love to, or breaking out of the mold because we're told we need to stay in this structure and it doesn't work. We're all living this life that we were told to live. And how many of us would actually live it? Very few. I've met very few people that tell me that, oh yeah, I've lived exactly the way I wanted to. I didn't exactly love college myself. I was very good in school. But I'll tell you what, I'm a free spirit. And I broke out of the mold. And I continue to break out of the mold. And that's how I've managed to not only live an exciting life, but a fulfilled one where I don't live and work, right? There's no separation. I just live. When I get up in the morning, what I do here and writing and all the things that I love are just part of my life. They're one thing. And this is why I try to provide tools for you to create one life. This is why you guys see the internet marketing coming out. I give tools to allow you to break out of that job, learn new skills, learn how to communicate with technology, use it for good, ways that could maybe change your life. Giving you courses where we can break out of that thinking that we're so stuck in and we don't even realize it. I'm trying to help you with this, but only you can take those steps. Are you bored? Are you looking at your life? I can remember this many, many years ago. I mean, really many, many years ago. Thinking. I called it the black hole. Have you ever felt this, where you're in bed and you're thinking? You're just in a black hole of nothingness. Nothing exciting. And this, I had a gorgeous home. I had everything. I had supposedly everything, right? And I wasn't fulfilled. I was in the black hole of nothingness, and I thought, why am I not happy? Why? Because I was looking to all of these things that we're told we're supposed to do to make me happy. I wasn't pursuing anything beyond that, even though I was a highly spiritual person. Nobody talked about that, right? Nobody told you that there was another way of life, and it came from within. And so we have these opportunities now to speak about these things, to get the tools and change our lives. Are you bored out of your brains? Because people become ill. Why? They're stuck. They feel stuck in a life that doesn't suit them. They're seeking things that they're told they're supposed to that doesn't feel great, and it never fulfills them. And they keep going after more and different things. And it's temporary, and it feels great when you get that trip or that car or that new relationship, and then it wears off. And you keep trying to get more and more. And this is why celebrities or wealthy people or anybody who's trying to go after these things, you'll see them often very unhappy. Then some of them will do drugs or all kinds of crazy stuff because they're bored. Don't get bored. What can you do right now to start living an amazing life? What would you love to do? And I don't mean to just go have a good time. I'm talking about how would you live your life if you were allowed to just go out and explore things. Nothing's in stone. See, we're told that if you go to the new job and it doesn't work out, see, you shouldn't have done that. Because we're told that everything should be some long-term thing that you stay in. And that's boring. One relationship for the rest of your life. One job. Oh, you've been there for 30 years. But if you have 10 or 15 jobs, you're a job hopper. Why? Because the matrix wants you to stay there and stay working and stay in that relationship and not explore outside of it. It works for the matrix. What's the matrix? We're not going to go into that. Because we don't want to battle anything. I'm not here to battle anything. We're here to create the lives that we desire, that are healthy. That everything you eat and do, all your relationships must revolve around the things that you truly feel are best and highest. No matter what that commercial tells you, no matter what society says, or what they're wearing, or where they're going, or drinking, we are going to get out of the programming. What do you truly want to do? Can you write it down? If you join me on my webinar, I have a webinar once a month, 3 hours master manifesting class. We pick those things that we desire. You come to the class with something you want to manifest. We pick it and we walk through why we're not in it, what we must do to change this, that there's nothing drastic that must be done, shifting into a different way of thinking, which creates a new reality for you. How does the quantum field work? And that this is not scary at all. We're being told that it's scary because it's breaking out of what everybody else does and they're unhappy too. 85% of the people out there hate their jobs. That's really scary. Why? Why would anybody stay in a job that they hate? Because they're told that it's wrong to leave. They feel stuck. Are you feeling stuck? Are you bored? Are you bored? You're doing the same thing? Even if you have a nice family and everything, are you bored? You can shake it up with, you can still be a responsible person. There's all kinds of things you can do and still bring that money in fact, more. Be happier, healthier. It's time to break out and write down that life that you wish you were living right now. And it doesn't, like I said, have to exclude anybody or anything to harm them. We must put others first. The other thing is, we have made decisions so far. We must honor them and do our best to make them the best that they can be. And when they're not good relationships or good jobs, why would you stay in them? Because we're told we're supposed to, or we're fearful of going out into that world and actually having to take care of ourselves. That's over with. We're not living like that anymore. We're going into the 5th dimension now. I kept saying we're going to 4th, we're in it. People are already thinking differently, manifesting, breaking out of the mold, knowing that this is real, this is not made up, and realizing, oh my gosh, I've been behind a veil. I have been thinking a certain way. That out there is so expansive and huge. Everything about it is so powerful, and we're in here. And it's tough to break out of that, right? Because we're all here telling each other to stay there. Break away. Come join me for a webinar or go take one of my courses. You guys can go down in my description here and find a bunch of links for everything. Free manifest anything, 5 steps to manifest anything. Sign up. Go to my Facebook. Sign up for a course. Sign up for a webinar. Get with the people who are making a difference and breaking away. And you can do the same. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.